All right, let's list it up. Dungeons, BRD. I'm probably just gonna tank. Listed as BRD prison slash gore shock only run. All right, we want to get low level people. Preferably not rogues because they'll take my gear. BRD prison slash gore shock only run question. All right, we want to invite like the 52s and like the 51s and stuff to this. The low scrubs. Yo, what up, Bale? Okay. 52. Double druid, I don't care. Is Vegano. Whisper. I don't care if this guy comes. Sure if you can summon. What do you mean sure if you can summon, bro? I don't know what the stone looks like. He says sure if you can summon. This guy's 60. Sorry, 60 is too high. We won't get XP. BRD time. Yeah, it's BRD time. I mean, this guy says sure if you can summon. Not sure if we will be able to. All right. Let's see who else we can get for BRD. BRD prison Gorshak only. I'll just start inviting rogues. I don't care about the gear. Whisper this guy. Rogues is, you know, shouts to rogue players. They'll actually join my groups. MMD. There's another rogue I can whisper. These guys might be too high for that. This guy might be low enough. Whisper this guy. Is it good XP? Am I gonna lie to this guy? Is it good XP? No. If you have the early quests slash, yeah. All right, this buddy's linking Taste of Flame. Dude, these people aren't real. All right, we got one person to do a Gorshok run. Any other low level players? Looking for low level players. Looking for useless players that won't get invited to full BRDs. This guy's 48. That's. Is that too low? What is like Lord Rockor and WoW? Lord Rockor 51. You're see, he's like too low to even hit. He's too low to hit the 51s and 52s. Need DPS. I'm ready to summon. Yeah, are you level 60, bro? 53. All right. All right. All right. He invite. We have two. All right. We need one more DPS and a healer for Gorshok only. Who is this? We got one rogue, one shaman. Kamkili. We'll ask this guy. He's low enough. And then we need a healer. I'll just hearth and see if we can summon this druid. This druid said he'll come if we can summon. So let's see if we can summon. Yo, log in. I did a full BRD quest run. Yep. I'll be trying to do that after this. I don't know if I can herd an entire group though through a full quest run of pugs. Last time I did the quest run, it was like guildies. So I like knew that at least 4 of them would stay to complete the dungeon. 4 of us, I should say. We had 1 pug. But if I do again with full randoms. All right, this guy says invite. All right, we just need a healer. Maybe I invite this guy. Bud is 48, but he's a healer. Is this a full run? So the first run is not full. The second is. I'm going to do 2 BRDs. The first run is to do Commander Gorshok quest. And hopefully no one in the group griefs it. I think it can get griefed. First run is to do Commander Gorshok quest. In the second run, I haven't done this dungeon before. Can I get a summon? Wonderful. So I just invited a different healer because the previous healer needed a summon. And now we've got this guy in the group. Can we even summon him, or is he too low? Please, God, tell me we can summon. He says 48. We should be able to summon him on the stone. So yeah, 15 alliance at the stone. Great. Slash, where is everyone? Is everyone else close? The rogue is close. The shaman is close. Where's the hunter? Tar pits. Is this buddy in Ungoro crater? Kill me. He's in Ungoro crater. Like, why are we signing up to a BRD if you were in Ungoro crater, man? It's crazy to me the amount of people who sign up for a dungeon and just fully expect to get summoned. This guy's in Fellwood. Pain, man. This guy's in Teneris. Like, everyone I'm slash whoing is on the opposite side of the planet. Slash who Coke own. He's in Winter Spring. Guys, in Winter Spring. Can we get someone in this side of the planet? This guy's in Ungoro crater. You can see the edge of my chat box. Every person I'm slash whoing is in Winter Spring or Ungoro crater. Who? Broken Stone. Searing Gorge. Alright, where is this guy? See if this hunter wants to come. These guys are trying to layer so we can summon. We could try that, or I could just replace these people with people closer. This hunter's not responding to me. Oh, I'm not trying to kill you, dude. Friendly, I'm friendly. Yeah, my buddy's selling Boost's prop alley. Is he getting banned or no? I mean, it's against the terms of service. I don't know if Blizzard's going to enforce it. Please, bro. Please, man. Please leave me alone. I'm friendly. All right. This guy wants BRD. All right, see if I get layered. We want a layer that does not have 15 alliance. All right, we're good. All right, go to our party. Buddy's trying to invite me back to the same layer. I literally just, I don't know what to tell you. Bro just tried to invite me back to the layer. We were just on. And there, he's not going to drop group. Okay. Invite. Okay, we got Bone Bone. We got husky. We got grizzly. All right, can summon on this layer. Now I'm going to tell the other hunter I was trying to replace him with, sorry, we failed. So I remember you're dealing with classic WoW players. Take a deep breath. Hey, we're good, man. This guy's back. I mean, his corpse is right there. Maybe he's on a timer. He must be on a res timer. Surely he sees that we're all here. Meanwhile, look at this hunter, bro. This hunter types summon question mark. Like, am I gonna crash out? Am I gonna crash out? The hunter clearly is unaware of the fact that we just fully reformed and layer hopped specifically to summon his lazy bum butt who's sitting in Ongoro Crater, who hasn't moved an inch, and he just types summon. Like, actually insane. Anyway, I'm not mad, though. I'm not mad. I don't even care. I don't even care, dude. I don't care, and I'm not mad. All right. Our healer's here. Our rogue is here. Will the hunter accept the summon, folks? Or will he kill 5 more quest mobs before accepting it? Boom, he's here. Let's get it. Now, surely these players understood. Now, I'm gonna paste in Twitch chat what I pasted. Every single person in the group was told this is a BRD prison Gorshok only run. Okay. I literally just shared the Gorshok quest with someone who is now probably going to grief the quest for me. So that's how you know I'm an intellectual person. I thought, you know what? I'm going to hit share on the Commander Gorshok quest to see how many people in the group have it. If anyone has it, that means they can grief me by turning it in too fast. And it turns out I shared it with someone who had somehow done the pre-quests but wasn't on it. So now if this individual griefs the Gorshok quest, it's my own fault because I shared it to him. All right. Dude, these guys don't have any of the quests. I forgot because they've been in Ongoro Crater. All right. We do an Overmaster Pyron. I am full clearing after this, but yeah, these buds might want an Overmaster Pyron and run back in. I soloed it. Not a big... Okay, I did not solo it. I was trying to solo it, and I got helped by a fresh 58 boosted Alliance Druid. Nice guy. How's everyone? Yeah, Azeroth's looking great, man. Things are looking great. TBC. Yeah, min-max. I was in a group yesterday. I think you guys were there. Actually, maybe you guys weren't there. I can't remember if it was on stream or not. I think it was on stream. Trying to do Zul'Farrak. Maybe it was yesterday, maybe the day before. But either way, I'm trying to do Zul'Farrak, and this healer is like thinks the Tiara quest cannot be shared. I'm pretty sure it can be, because I swear to God I've had the Tiara quest shared to me before in ZF. But anyway, he's superstitious that the Tiara quest cannot be shared. So he goes on a 10-minute flight to pick up the quest after the group has fully formed. Can you share the other missions with me? I mean, I'm not going to share any of the stuff we're not doing because they're going to ask me to do it. I shared the... All right. Streamer's been selling Nef head all phase. I mean, there's a lot of things that violate the terms of service that are not enforced by Blizz, but like that doesn't mean it's not against the terms of service. You just don't know. Like, it's just one of those things you have to do at your own risk. I mean, do you want to risk randomly getting banned? You might get banned. You might not get banned. Who even knows? Haunt. Yeah. Tiara, you can share. It's not a chain quest. That's what I thought. But for some reason the player was convinced it was a chain and that it couldn't be shared. Yeah. Do you play with no game sound? No, I usually do. I just sometimes accidentally hit Control S and turn it off. Should be able to hear some game sound now. So, are you gonna bring back unranked to Glad for TBC? I was a big fan of the series. No, I don't think so, man. I think I've retired from PvP. That's actually not true. I will do an unranked to Glad on my Prot Warrior. And I will never pass 1600 because I'm going to lose on purpose. But we'll call it unranked to Glad, but I will stay unranked the entire time because I'm just going to be AFKing 10 arenas a week for arena points. But we can call it unranked to Glad if you want. I'm fine with that. When's the Road to Gladiator grind continuing? Hey, great news. I just confirmed Road to Glad is continuing. However, I'm going to consider Glad 1500. We're going to move the goalpost of what I consider Glad. I'm going to identify Gladiator to be a 1500 rating requirement. What's the most gimped class for Glad Boomkin? Dude, I have no clue what would be good with a Boomkin in PvP, and I have even less clue what would be bad with it. I've literally never seen a Boomkin in PvP in TBC. I mean, that's not literally true, but I've not really remembered seeing it. Unranked to unranked. We're going to do a PvP. Unranked to unranked is going to be the name of the challenge. All right, guys, let's kill it all. All right, this is the supply room door. It's very important we clear this out because this is where the Gore Shock quest goes. So we need to make sure there's no buddies in here. Oops. Can't be washed if he was never good. True. I am old and I am not washed because I was never good. True. I remember when this used to be a PvP stream. Yeah. I mean, PvP is, I'll say this, dude. The thing about PvP is PvE is like, PvE sucks, bro. I'm gonna be honest, dude. PvE sucks. PvE is so easy. PvE has no, like, it's scripted content, man. One of our healers drinking bad water. Maybe it's not. Or their mana bar is going up a little slow. Anti-World Buff Police and Ellen, those were good times, man. Different times, but good times. Dude, how is our Hunter doing so little damage? Okay, I said that, and he went up and placed his trap, and it does so much damage, he instantly climbed up the damage meter. Okay, there's the Commander Gorshok quest. Kill on sight dwarves. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I'm gonna die here, but that's okay. That's a hunter pet. I'll let that keep tanking it. Don't care. Midwits trying their best at PvP is my favorite content. Sad you stopped. Dude, you should have seen me out in the open world last night, guys. You missed it. It was insane. I got attacked by a level 58 boosted character. And actually, he might have been 60. I think he was 60. I think I got attacked by a 60 mage. I can't remember if the mage was 58 or 60. Anyway, I get attacked by a mage. I think he may have been 60. I was 53. And I just start like healing myself over and over. And he runs out of mana. And then a 58 boosted druid shows up. And I killed the mage. And then the druid has not like connected an ability. Like I'm fighting the mage. And this druid has been trying to attack me for like 15 seconds. He hasn't connected a single ability. He exits form in the middle of combat and presses Thorns. Mid-fight. Mid-fight, the buddy is casting Thorns. I mean, nice pull by the hunter. Thanks, dude. I'm netted, guys. I need to get a cancel or a shift macro. I just boomer power shifted out of air there. Anyway, I saw that druid reminded me of like, dude, there's a lot of people boosting right now. They have literally like barely ever played WoW. They've like barely ever played WoW, and they're loading up a class like druid with like a bunch of forms, a bunch of abilities. They have genuinely no clue what's going on. How is a fresh boosted character player that has never played WoW before? Like genuinely, what are they supposed to do on a fresh character? They're just going to be completely lost. I've never done the Commander Gorshok quest. Okay, that's not true. I haven't done the Commander Gorshok quest in 5 years. Does anyone know if you can screw it up? Maybe I did it this time around. I've already forgot. I probably did it like 8 months ago, and I just forgot. You can screw up the Gorshok quest, right? I mean, it's classic. Not like they have a lot of skills in rotation. That is actually just not true for what I'm talking about, though. I'm not talking about raid DPS. I'm talking about if you boost a level 58 character and you play Druid. I mean, look how many spells are in my spellbook, man. Barkskin, Root, Fairy Fire, Hibernate, Hurricane, Innervate, Moonfire, Soothe Animal, Starfire, Thorns, Wrath. Like, you can realistically use all of these abilities except Soothe Animal. And then you got bear form, you got cat form, there's a bunch of forms. So yeah, I mean, sure. If that guy gets into a raid, he's going to have a simple low rotation, but that's not the point. Even though Classic has simple rotations, they have very complex, not complex, but they have many abilities. They just have a long list of abilities to know. So yeah, if you're a fresh player and you don't know how to like manage forms and stuff, that is actually just straight up confusing. Like, there's so many forms. You can start it before everyone is in the room. But like, is the Gorshok thing like one of those escort quests where if someone in my group runs in and turns in the quest, do I get griefed? I think so, right? Don't you have to turn in the quest and then start a follow-up? Yeah, it's an RFD situation. Okay, that's what I thought. It gives a warning for whoever's trying to start it, right? Yeah, but dude, these classic players click straight through it, and some of them have add-ons that click through it. If forms are hard, you just play bear. I mean, I know, but this player has not, like... This player clearly is a fresh boosted 58 that has no clue what's going on. He doesn't even know what he wants to play. He doesn't know forms. He just said, oh, Druid looks cool, boosted. And again, he's so clueless. He's casting Thorns in mid-combat. This player was hard casting Starfire on me, right? He's casting Starfire and then going Bear and then going Cat. Like, he's clearly just clicking stuff, man, and has no clue what's going on. Fearful, fearful. I need to show you guys the famous Bear tanking tech. Healing held in offhand. That's kind of good. Kind of cool. See if our healer wants that. Little off spec roll maybe. I bet the healer takes this. He greets. Off spec. Boom. Yoink. Sorry, guys. Alright, we keep clearing the ring. Guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, guys, I'll show you the tech. Bad news, guys. I don't have enough mana to shift into bear form. You guys like that hurricane tech or what? Why would people boost on their character doesn't do that? Oh, the hurricane tech is insane. How many times this expansion do you think you'll die to using a potion? 0. On a bear? I mean, first of all, I'm going to be playing Resto Druid. Like, I know, guys, I keep saying I'm going to play Resto Druid. And then every time you see me playing the character, I'm playing bear and tanking. But trust me, I'm going to play Resto Druid. Like, I'm going to. This is a Resto Druid. Like, trust me. It's a Resto Druid. So I'm not going to kill myself potioning because I'm going to be playing Resto. First of all. Second of all, it's also, I've never really made the mistake of killing myself potting as a druid before, to be honest. I have accidentally exited form for sure, but not because of a potion. We got the pat. Back up. I like that distract from our rogue. And guys, surely I won't be tanking a Gruul Pug every single week. Is Shaman Warrior still the best duo solo farming on 2 accounts? I mean, I still think it would probably be quite good. I don't know about best, but probably pretty good if you want to do that. I think you could probably just play a Hunter, though. And just on a single account. That's pretty good. What about innervating mages between swings? That's not like, oh god. Oh, thank god. I literally just panicked. When I saw the shaman look at the room, I had this feeling of panic that the dude is about to turn in the Gorshok quest. I don't know, man. Okay, I'm gonna explain the Gorshok quest to this guy. I think it's only he has it. Okay. Okay, I specifically told him not to grief me. Who has the key? Who got the prison key? Bone. Alright. I am ready. I'll just tell him I'm ready. I think it might be better if we cleared this out, but I don't remember where Gorshok is. Here we go. Dude, it immediately starts. How much the AoE taunt, bro? I do not have threat of anything. I'm dead. I health potted and didn't die, guys. I don't understand how I'm dying so horribly when I have threat of nothing. Can someone explain that to me? How am I dying when I'm not holding threat? That doesn't make sense. I see nothing hitting me on my threat meter. And yet I am just dying horribly. Alright, Gorshok is a go, guys. Gorshok is a go. Alright. Alright. Alright, that's it. Alright, worried about TBT being too easy, almost dies in BRD. I mean, that I don't understand how those two things are related at all. Alright, is there any more bosses we should do with these buds? We can... There's another ring, right? That has Lord Rockcore and Houndmaster, and yeah, we'll do all of that. Are you accusing me of being a weeb? I'll answer the question about my favorite anime this season. I have not watched a single anime this season. I don't even know what an anime season means. When does a season start and end? Let me shift out of bear. Sorry, bro. I don't know when a season starts and ends for anime. I don't understand. Is it like sports? I have literally no idea. The honest truth about my relationship with anime is I did watch some anime like 4 years ago. I didn't watch anime ever in my entire life. And like 4 years ago, I watched some to get a lay for the land. Honestly, not a big fan. I can say that now. I'm not a big fan. At the time, there were some things I thought were okay. Dude, these days, I tried watching some anime again like 6 months ago. I cannot even get 5 minutes into an episode. I'm not kidding. I can't do it. I genuinely cannot do it. I just feel like I for some reason find anime like really, I don't have a good enough imagination for like the action animes. I find cringe because I think they're not realistic and like cringe. And I wish I didn't though, because there's a lot of people who say stuff like Attack on Titan is so good and Demon whatever, and I would like to enjoy those. I think that would probably be cool, but for whatever reason, I just think they're cringe. The action ones I think are cringe, and then for different reasons, I think the slice of life, everyday ones are also cringe. So unfortunately, I just can't watch anime at all. So I have not been watching anime. I don't watch anime. A few years ago, 4 years ago, whatever, I did watch a little bit. But I didn't watch any action. I watched like the comedy stuff. But now I can't. The problem is they're too cringe for me. A lot of the like quote comedy ones are just cringe. Like on purpose. They're intentionally cringe. Damage taken. How did our priest get owned? I don't know how our priest is missing health, because they've only taken 500 damage. All right. Innervate. Thorns. Bark skin. The dwarf thronet does like 500 damage. Yeah, see, but I looked at the damage meter. It didn't look like he had taken that much damage this pull. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. He took it last time. But yeah, anime is not for me. Dude, I remember doing like an anime tier list. That is funny. I did like a ranking anime character tier list. That was funny. That was the funny thing about that is almost like all the characters I was just making stuff up. I don't even know most of them. Okay, that's not true. I knew some of them, but you know, not many of them. But yeah, anyway, there's one movie I like though. I will say this. If you ask me right now, is there any anime show I am watching? No. Is there any anime show I'm looking forward to? Not particularly. But there is an anime movie I do like. Very good movie. I would recommend I would recommend one animated movie. Very good. A rascal does not dream of a dreaming girl. Quite an amazing film. But what can you do? Dude can't even keep a straight face. It is a wonderful movie. It's my favorite movie of all time. It just sucks too, because the worst thing about your favorite movie being an anime movie is everybody just thinks you're a weeb. But like, I'm not a weeb. It's just my favorite movie happens to be an anime movie. I don't like any other anime movie. I've seen less than 10 anime movies in my entire life. Probably less than 5. Surely that means I'm not a weeb, right? But no, if my favorite movie is an anime movie, that I must be a weeb. It's crazy, man. It's so sad. Genuinely seen like probably less than 5 animated movies in my entire anime movies. I've seen a bunch of animated like Disney stuff, obviously. Yeah. All right, we're hoping for we want a Savage Gladiator chain for the shaman, I think. Here's hoping we get it. Do you guys know that I was soloing the arena for fun, and I got the orc, and I told a guildie, hey, come to BRD. I got the orc if you want SGC. And he came in, we killed it, he got SGC. He got SGC after like one attempt. One attempt, and he didn't even join a group or anything. I just told him to walk into BRD. So the dude has literally, I don't think at that point, since then I think he did a few BRDs. But at that point, he had done 0 BRDs. And he just walks into BRD. Dang. We lost these shoulders to the rogue. Bit unlucky. They're actually pretty good. But what can you do? He won the roll. But anyway, yeah, dudes. Where's the group going? Wrong way. These buddies are trying to get me to do a full BRD, bro. I don't know if you guys noticed. These guys are pinging. These buds are pinging to go to Angerforge. Okay, this is not a full BRD. This is not a full BRD, bro. I'm not taking a 48 priest through a full BRD. They just are pinging towards Angerforge. I am in charge. I'm the group leader. I said we're doing a prison run, okay? We're doing a prison run. We are not doing that. I am going to be doing a BRD full, but I have to go to town and turn in all the quests. And I don't want these people to be in the group. I mean, to be honest, I'd be fine doing a BRD full with a 53 Shaman, 52 Hunter, and a 53 Rogue. I actually would be fine doing a BRD full with them. It's just the healer I'm a little worried about being 48, but that's probably fine. I would do it with them if they were willing to leave the instance, turn in quests, and come back. But they probably are not willing to do that. And I want to leave and turn in quests so I can do Saving Princess. Oh, Codex Prayer Fortitude. That is big for our priest. Does Angerforge still have his trinket? No. It's Emperor now. Move to Emperor. Angerforge doesn't really have good loot anymore. So like running to Anger doesn't really is kind of pointless. Our healer is completely out of mana. Give him a little innervate. My bad, bro. I ran away from this dude spinning with Ravager while innervating. That's my bad. Focusing on the innervate on the healer. This shaman is spinning. I'm just realizing he is 53 and he's still using Ravager. He's a 53 enhanced shaman who can now dual wield. He's still using Ravager. Honestly, that's what I like to see. That's a for fun player. He's probably having a lot of fun spinning. So I like that a lot. All right, I got my kill on sight quest done. So that's good. That's the one quest I wanted, and I wanted the Gore Shock one. Which... Oh, we got to do Quran. We are not done with Gore Shock, by the way. Good thing I checked. Are you doing the whole honor grind on this alt? Dude, no. First of all, let's rephrase this. For anyone watching, if you do the whole honor grind, respectfully, it is a complete waste of time unless you're having fun. Complete waste of time. Grinding a single weapon for some specs can be good. Feral is not one of them. Feral is a complete waste of time to grind honor for, in my opinion, at this point, at level 60. Because what you do is you just go into ramps. You have to go into ramps, and you have to get this staff. It says 200 feral attack power. Isn't PvP gear insane? No, it is not insane. It's insane at 60. It is not insane when Outland is out, because all of the gear gets replaced very fast, except the weapons. But the thing about feral is there is no PvP weapon with feral attack power from TBC. Or sorry, from Classic. At level 60, there is no PvP weapon with feral attack power on it. So there is no point as a druid to go for the weapon, because feral druid, at least, we are all dead, by the way. Alright, we gotta clutch up real quick. Okay, anyway, what I was gonna say, well, you gotta have something going into dungeon. Again, it depends what you're doing. It depends what you're doing. But you do not really need much. Oh, I mean, that Scorpion is pulling the boss. Heal up. Alright, we let the Scorpion tank that for a second. Scorpion literally tankier than me. This guy is a cosmetic boss as well. But yeah, I mean, so you said you gotta have something going into dungeon. If you were planning to perma spam dungeon, I did not even know this dropped. That's a need roll. That's pretty good for at least my current leveling. It's actually not that good because I pressed mangle, but I have an idol now. That's kind of cool. You gotta have something going into dungeon. The weapon is not very good for... I guess this is my breakdown. DPS weapons are very good for physical damage dealers, except Feral. Feral is the only physical DPS where a rank weapon is not good. And that is because rank weapon does not have Feral attack power. So a lot of weapons that you get from honor gear will be replaced between level like 67 and 70. So if you right now get on the game and farm honor and get a weapon for leveling, you will probably use that weapon until 67. But honestly, you might use it until 70, depending on what you get to drop from dungeons or what class you are. So farming a weapon is a very worthwhile thing to do if you are not a Feral Druid. Because very specifically, Feral Druid, from the very first dungeon, gets a Feral attack power weapon with 200 attack power. And there is no PvP weapon at level 60 that has Feral attack power. So Ursol's Claw is a extremely good item to get for Druid. It makes farming honor for a weapon kind of pointless and kind of a waste of time. The other classes, I would say healer, it kind of doesn't matter, in my opinion, to get the PvP weapon. Because if you do Ring of Blood at 65, it is better than the rank 14 weapon. So healer is less big deal because you have a guaranteed very good item from Ring of Blood. The only thing is Ring of Blood will be busy and it might be a little tricky to get it, but I mean you eventually can get it. But yeah, Ring of Blood makes healer less important. So if you are a healer player, I think healer gear also just matters less. But if you were a healer gear, you're not really sure if you want to spam AV, I would say it's a little bit less important for a healer because the Ring of Blood weapon is really good for healers specifically. And yeah, healer gear just doesn't matter as much. But like, for example, if you're a Fury Warrior or something, it's pretty safe to get a two-hander because the only way you replace it is if you somehow end up getting two. You need to get two different weapons. Because it's you can put it in either hand. So if you're like a Fury Warrior or an Enhancement Shaman or something, it's pretty safe to get a ranking weapon, at least one, and it's going to be good for a long time, if not both. So I think most characters would benefit from getting one PvP weapon, but healer's a little less important. And Feral is the only one. I would say it kind of is pointless. Yeah, in my opinion. All right. What is going on? What is going on? All right, let's... Is that my... Nope. My team is a little spread out for some reason. Dude, my healer just almost dies on pull. That's crazy. Because I don't press Demo Shout because I'm a bad player. Alright. I need to read how to do this Gore Shot quest real quick. Comments. Right across the hall from the orc. Okay. Heckin' love BRD. Anyway. A little frenzied regen if you guys don't mind. Frenzied regen, not a great ability. But sometimes you pull when your healer doesn't have mana. And you need to buy a little bit of time. Probably would have saved me more HP if I just pressed Demo Shout though. Zatar, you a Game of Thrones guy? No. Game of Thrones is I don't really watch any television. I recently tried watching television again. I just can't do it, dude. I just can't do it. Do any of you guys have this? I just have this thought, like, when I'm watching a television show, the main thought in my mind is like, I would rather play World of Warcraft right now. And so then I was like, okay, well, I'll just watch television while playing World of Warcraft. And then my thought became, dude, this show is so boring. I literally would rather not have it on while I'm playing WoW. Like, it was actually hurting my WoW experience to have the show on. I wanted to lock in on World of Warcraft a little more. So yeah, that's my experience. Spam loot the fire guard. Oh, looks like I gotta get it. Can't stand commercials. You never watch TV, dude. I'm talking about Netflix, dude. Obviously I wasn't watching commercials on TV. I can't even watch Netflix anymore. I can't even watch Netflix. No commercials, that kind of thing. Can't do it, dude. Typical experience. Tank has threat of one mob and a pack of 4. Tough. Surely you're getting into football ahead of the World Cup, though. Are you talking about American football because of the Super Bowl? I'm getting really excited. Is that game over yet? Holy smokes. It was a close game, folks. I'm not going to spoil it in case any of you guys recorded the NFL game. Very close NFL game finished tonight. National Football League. The thing about soccer ball is... it's like, the thing about soccer is when you watch American football, people are like ramming their heads into each other and like, you're like, dude, this is crazy. But then you're like, man, it's a little scary though, because you could get a head injury and like seriously affect your life. Well, the same thing is actually true of soccer. You know, you can get head injuries and like concussions from trying to header the ball because it's really high up in the air. So soccer is gonna give you a brain injury, but it looks less cool than slamming into people. Like American football, you at least look cool and look macho. But in soccer ball, you don't look cool, you don't look macho, and you still can get a brain injury. It's, what's the point in that? Pretty sure brain injury stats higher in classic WoW than American football. That is actually, I agree with that. I would agree with that. All right, we gotta. World Cup is the NA, so it's gonna be lit. I mean, I'm not going to watch it in person, but yeah, World Cup in NA, that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna hit this guy. All right, we're gonna get Bone here. Get this door open, Bone. Click, click, click. How many? Dude, this guy is talking for a while. I think that's all for the prison run. Good run, guys. Good run. Think FIFA is gonna lower prices because tickets aren't selling? Really? Dude, I feel like I know in the US tickets are like, dude, tickets for everything in the US are so expensive. I don't understand how they can't sell. This guy says, can we do more? Or where's the exit? It's right here. I'm actually lost in BRD. World Cup tickets sell in massive demand. The thing is, they just went full goblin, made it so you have to buy right. You had to buy the right to buy the tickets before. Yeah, that's a whole thing. I'm gonna pass lead, and I'm gonna drop group. Boom. I want the ghetto hearth. Dude, the whole group is like, dude, that's it? We're done? And I'm like, that's BRD, that's prison, that's Gorshock. I'm sorry, guys, but like, I cannot just do a BRD for fun and then another BRD for fun. Not even a full run. I told everyone so many times it is prison, Gorshock. We did the full prison. This guy stole my shoulders and has the audacity. He steals my splint hide shoulders. Obviously, Feral Druid Prio. And has the audacity to ask if we're doing more. Ridiculous. All right. I now need to go to org. I'm also going to turn in this kill on site quest, and there's a follow-up. Now I have to do a full run. I believe I know the route for a full run, guys. I believe I know it. Saving princess. Yeah, we're going to be saving the princess. All right, here we go. Kill on site dwarves. Turn that in. And then we get a new kill on site. Yep. Okay. I think that's fine. There's like some weird long quest chain to kill Angerforge. That's the only quest I'm not going to do because I think you have to do this. And then it unlocks a quest that you have to do over here in Searing Gorge or Burning Steps. And then I can do Anger. All right. Want to buy Port Orc. Is there any mage here? There's no mage. Like, what? I'm literally in like a third world country right now.
だから、捨ててねっつってんだろ。
嘘ついてんじゃねえ。お前がゴミ捨てたの見てたんだよ。 椿相手が悪いって。
あいつらイカレゴミ拾い高校生集団のイベリコ豚のやつらだぜ。ただでさえあっち人数多いのにやばいって。
ゴミなんか拾ってるけど恐ろしく強えやつらで、特にリーダーのイベリコは切れたら手つけらんねえって話だぜ。
やめろやめろ。お前ら俺のいない間に何やってんだ。出た噂のイベリコだ。
イベリコさん、こいつら俺らの島でゴミ捨てたんす。ゴミ捨て禁止地域で。だから一応閉めたろと。
そんなんで暴力使うな。お兄さんたちごめんな。次からはゴミはゴミ箱に。
ふざけんな。たまたま落ちたの気がつかなかったっつってんのに、そっちが勝手にイチャモンつけてきやがって。
やめろ椿。
それ本当？
嘘で言い訳しやがって。
黙れおい。
ああ、本当だ。
見てるよ。椿のこと見てるよ。
怖えよイベリコ、怖すぎるよ。
謝れ。いいから椿謝ってくれ。そっか悪かった。おいお前ら行くぞ。
でも待ってくださいよイベリコさん。イベリコさん。
おい、イチャモンつけといてそれだけかよ。
椿やめてよ。
やめろ椿。帰らせろ早く。6時に3丁目のエニーズに来い。
あ
おごってやる。
あ
ドラマティック CD コレクション。
昭和原作、イベリコ豚と恋と椿。
ゴミ拾い集団イベリコ豚とは、リーダーのイベリコこと入江をしたい集まったイカレ失礼イカしたゴミ拾い集団である。その物騒な風景とは裏腹に地域の環境美化に貢献する愛すべき一団なのだ。主要メンバーは3年のリーダー入江。
ゴミはゴミ箱へ。お活動も好きだよ。
整った顔に普段は冷静な判断力を持ち、人望も厚く統率力は抜群。しかし一度切れたら手がつけられないとの噂あり。次は3年の吉宗。
だからねおばあちゃん、これは塩化ビニールだから燃えないゴミで、この四角いマークがついてるやつがプラゴミ。わかった？
プラゴミ担当兼切れたら手がつけられない入江のお目付け役だ。クールビューティーな面差しだが誰よりも腹が据わっており、喧嘩の腕は相当なもの。次は2年の源氏。
無理にとは言わないけど資源は大切にしてください。お願いします。
いかつい体格といかめしい顔に似合わず、細やかな優しさを持つ資源ゴミ担当。吉宗同様、その腕っぷしで入江のストッパーとしても大活躍。次は可燃物担当3年のホエイ。
ホエイはどんぐり食べません。乳製、つまりホエイで育つんだぜ部品。
短気だが入江を心から尊敬し、リーダーの幸せを誰よりも考えているかもしれない心優しき豚だ。あとは割愛。
3人で来てよかったのに。
俺が3人分食ってやる。安心しろ。
悪いな。あいつら悪い奴らじゃねえんだ。ゴミ拾いに熱いがあまり、たまに加減を間違えちまうんだな。俺は別にリーダーじゃなかったし、ゴミ拾ってたらあんな集団になっちまってさ。なんかあると俺の責任にされちまうけど、全部は目が届かねえよ。
一人ずつでゴミ拾ったらガキンチョとかビビんだろ。
それが一人だと公園のポイ捨てくんとかに注意すっとキレられたりシカトされたりすんだよ。向こうが集団だと殴られたりさ。それ集団でやるとそういうのねえだろ。
まあな。
初めはそれなんだよね。 俺のことを見てて助けてくれた奴らがいてでこうなった。だから根っから悪い奴らじゃねえんだぜ。ソースついてる。首んとこほらここ。
なめた。
名前なんだっけ？
椿でいい。
俺入江って呼んで。イベリコはあだ名だから。
わかるわそんなん。
椿くんはさ、
椿でいい。
そんなにまっつぐだと敵多そうね。
おい椿、
顔を貸す。こないだよくもやってくれたな。
早速だ。わお。
やんなら外でやろうぜ。
椿くん、
あんたには関係ねえから。ごちそうさん。
いや俺も行く。あっちあんなに人数いいのにフェアじゃないっしょ。
いいっつってんだろ。
いや俺で火星になんのかわかんねえけど喧嘩嫌いだし。ほんと喧嘩嫌いだけどこれで貸し借りゼロな。
お許しくださいまし。
総計をこれだけの人数一人で、しかもさっくり。強え、マジ強え。いやでも俺だって結構強いんだぜ。
ああそう。
今回は出る幕がなかっただけで、俺だって牛一頭倒せるくらいやれるっつうか、多分ゾウとかキリンとかいけんな多分。あとそれから
お前よく人の学校に入ってこれたな。
んなの気合だ。俺は入江とつるむようになった。とは言ってもたまに飯食ったり。
うどん食いに行くか。
いらっしゃい。
屋上で食べったり、たまに喧嘩の仕方を教えてもらったり。取り巻き連中がいない時しか会わねえけど。
いいか、ここで外にはたいて踏み込んで懐に入る。でここで思いっきり頭突き。これ素人なら 90% 入るから。
顔近っ。わかった。
なあお前もしかしてホモか？
んなわけねえだろ。
そっか。
イベリコさん、ちょっと来てください。お願いします。
わかった。
俺はホモじゃない。悔しいけど男惚れだ。だっていいやつじゃねえか。喧嘩強えしエコだし。
燃えないゴミは燃えない火に出して鞍馬天狗。
ちょっとかっこいいし、噂ばっか先立っちまって、本当はすげえいいやつじゃんか。はい。
イベリコさんにはもう会わせねえ。お前椿建設の息子だろ。えぐいことばっかしやがって。そうだそうだ。探り入れてんのか？
何のことだよ。親父が何してっか知んねえけど俺は関係ね
イベリコさん。
もう俺の前に姿見せんじゃね
え。何？
次顔見せたら殺す。
親父この野郎！あいつらに何したんだこの野郎！
なんだこの野郎！親に向かってなんだその口の利き方！鍛え直して。うわっ！顎二つに割れてやないかこら！うわ
の椿、この間はよくも。
なんだよ、どうしたんだよ急に。
もともとお前を仲間にしたつもりはねえ。消えろ。
なんでだよ。お前のおかげで喧嘩もこんな強くなったのに、なんでだよ。
ほら傘。
入江。
お前の親父の建設会社の下請けに炒めし組の会社が入ってる。
え？
椿建設は佐藤組系列の会社だが、不景気を理由に建築関係の仕事は組同士で協力することになったんだ。だけどここに来て急に違う下請けを入れると言い出して揉めた末決裂した。炒めし組がもともと椿建設とはうまくいってないのは分かってた。お前が息子だってことも。俺は黙ってたけど、俺のこと心配したイベリコのやつらがお前のこと調べちまったんだよ。
俺は何も。
分かってんよ。そんなの一緒にいりゃ分かるって。でも俺炒めし組の長男なんよ。お前が何もしなくてもバレちまった以上一緒にいられねえ。
そんなん親の話だろうが、俺たちには関係ねえだろ。
お前がそう思っても周りが許さねえんだよ。もし今度うちの学校に来てみろ。お前秒殺されんぞ。
お前のおかげで超喧嘩強くなった。大丈夫？
バッカ。マジなこと言ってんだ俺は。
入江。
なんかあってお前どうにかなったら困る。分かってくれ。
え？あ。
二度と会いに来んな。
次の日から俺は夢旅人となった。
そこでこの公式を当てはめて。
ぬぼー。次の日も。
おい椿、首変な方向に曲がってんぞ。
仕方ねえな。
よっ。
ぬぼー。次の日も。
椿、お前ズボンとシャツ上下逆さまだぞ。
どうやって来たんだ。
ぬぼー。
イベリコたちの学校に行かなくなったのはいいけど、
ちょっとこれはこれで怖い。
そして3日目。
椿！
ああ。
イベリコさんがお前とつるんでたの炒めしの親父にバレちまって大変なことになっちまったじゃねえか。どうしてくるんだ。イベリコさんのことはめやがったなお前。
はめてねえ。はめられてもねえ。どうした。そうか、全部俺のせいか。俺が悪いのか。3日間よく寝たわ。
なんだこいつ。
お前らこそ年がら年中入江にべっとりしてて、なんも入江のこと分かってねえんだな。
なんだとこの野郎。かしてんじゃねえぞ。
何言ってやがる。
お前らのボスがどんなにエコでどんなやつだったかよく考えろこの野郎。年中いてあいつのいいとこ分かんねえようなやつに高級豚の名を語る資格はねえ。さあエンショール。
こら。逃げんのか。
どこ行きやがれ。
てめえ止まれ。足速いな。お前ら待ってよ。おい待て。そこは炒めし組の事務所。
お邪魔しやす。椿バカ、来んなっつったろうが。
なんだい、わお。
組長さん、お願いしやす。組長さんの息子さんは本当にいい男なんです。俺が自分の親父がどんなことしてっか何にも知らねえ無知な男と分かっていながら許して手差し伸べてくれたえれえ懐の深い男なんです。こんな懐の深い男は他にはいねえ。こいつは間違いなく痛めし組の将来を担って立つ男です。そんな逸材の男にどうかひどい仕打ちだけはしねえでください。
椿。
この椿建設のバカ息子の首と引き換えにどうか息子さんを許してくれはしないでしょうかい。煮るなり焼くなり覚悟はできていやす。どうかお願いしやす。
こいつ超いいやつ。今時見ねえ。
ここの屋上に来んの久しぶりだな。
お前ほんとバカなんじゃねえのか。
それよりお前の親父があんなアホ臭かった方がショックだわ。パラパラとか踊りやがって。まいいだろ、結果オーライ。
結果不往来だったらどうするつもりだよ。まったく
仕方ねえだろ。俺だって気がついたらあそこにいたんだもん。知るか。
丸投げか。
ずが俺だってお前になんかあったら困んだよ。
んはあ、せっかくカッコつけて別れようとしたのにな。お前チューしてもめげねえし、惚れ直しちゃった。
惚れ直したのはこっちだっつうの。いきなり傘中なんてしやがって。男惚れ通り越して一気に恋心目覚めちゃったろうが。でも難点が。いりえ、俺男。
硬いの当たってるから分かってる。おっぱいないし。
お前気持ち悪くねえのかよ。
別に最初から狙ってたから。
狙ってたって。
よいしょ。
お前口でちょお前どこ指入れ。やば。
そんないい顔見れると思わなかった。やってよかった。
バカ。お前本当だ
なあ、俺のも触ってくんね。
俺は口でしねえからな。
いや、できねえだろ。
でかっじゃなくてできなくはないけど今日はしない。
あっそ。
うれやってやる。ああ、青空手こき初めての経験。なんだ、意外に可愛いじゃん。そして後日。
お前ら今度椿が姿見せたら殺すわ。でっかいね。 姿見せたら犯すにすっかな。俺だけが。
え
いい天気な。今度うち食っか。
いやまだ悪いし。
そっか。
ゴミ拾い集団イベリコ豚のリーダー入江が苦難を乗り越え手に入れた二人の愛の時、青空手こき。
イベリコさん、断られてる。
ハルインしたい。
このままではいかん。俺のメタボよりやり部屋を作らねば。
二人の危機を察した優しい豚たちは、
これは一体。
俺たちからのプレゼントです。
屋上に愛の小部屋を建ててプレゼントしました。
なんじゃこらー。しかもお前この表札イベリコ専用繁殖小屋ってもろお前これ。
イベリコさん、これで心置きなくどうぞ。
お前ら。
いやお前これ壁が穴だらけなのって
廃材リサイクルで作ったからだろ。
じゃあこれはなんだよ。カメラが隠してあるじゃねえか。どんぐりカモフラージュしててもわかるぞ。
いや落ち着くわ。
ってお前もどんぐり食うな。お前らな、これ完全にやり部屋の覗き部屋じゃねえかこら。
うるせえ。俺らイベリコさんのために作ったんだ。お前のためにじゃねえんだよ。
覗くな。この穴はお前らのためだろうがよ。くらえ連続目つぶし。
椿スリスリ。
ダメだかな。こんな絶対。
なんで
ってお前な、この穴見えないのか。入江しばらく会うのよそう。
はへ
イベリコさん、そこ焼却炉っすよ。入っちゃダメです。
はへ。おいお前ら、入江になんかしたんじゃねえのお前ら。
いや何も。
だって干し草食いながら歩いてる。
イベリコさん、それ草っすよ。
あ、平気。さらに髪を2つに結んでボンボンつけてもほら。
吉宗さん、
あ、平気。
すいません。実はカクカクしかじかで。
いらっしゃいませ。ご注文お決まりでしたらどうぞ。
それはね、焼き豚になるしかないね。
でも本当に悪気はなかったんです。俺らはただ。
大丈夫だおい、お前らが悪いんじゃねえ。気にすんな。
ってイベリコさん、それ俺じゃなくてプライドチキンのチキン人形ですよ。気にするわ。
しばらく刺激しない方がいいな。
イベリコさん、しっかりしてください。俺はここす。俺の方が柔らかでジューシー。
ぬぼ
椿、もう授業終わってるって。
ほら帰ろうぜ。
今日で 入江立ち5日目。今俺は耐えている。というか、どうしたらいいのか。確かに、入江のことは好きだ。それは認める。けど、俺は男で、入江も男で、そんなん抜きでも、触ったり触られたりは気持ちいいし、嫌じゃねえけど。椿。
思い出しちまった。中止。何叫んでんだよ。自分で歩け。
けど、チューして触って、その先、入江のバナナが俺のハバナに、Have a nice day。
Have a nice day!
入江がナイスデイしたいのは、そりゃ分かってる。男だからな。分かってるけど、俺はナイスデイされる方で、もしナイスデイされちまったら、
あそこでいいんじゃないか。
なんか、本当に自分の中の男がなくなっちまうようで、怖えんだ。そんな、ちっぽけなことで悩んでんのに。会いてえ。会いてえな。わがままだな、俺。
ゴミの仕分けにご協力グラシアス。
頑張ってね。
イベリコさん、だいぶ落ち着いてきてよかったっすね。
まあ、1週間も経ちゃ慣れてくんだろ。ほら、スチール缶。
はい。
ツバキ。
イベリコさん、危ない。看板から降りてください。
それただのスナックの看板っすよ。椿って書いてあってもただの店名ですってば。
落ちますって。
いや、まだあれだな、ちょっと。
源氏さん、吉宗さん、なんとかしてくださいよ。
お前ら。
悪かった。小屋の立て付けが。
そこか、おい。
あれはイベリコさんの意思じゃねえ。俺らが勝手にやったことだ。だからイベリコさんは悪くねえ。だからイベリコさんに会いに行ってくれねえか。
頼むよ。来たい方が来りゃいいだろ
う。なんでそんなにツンデレなんだお前。
ちげえよ。
イベリコさんにはお前が必要なんだ。言いたくねえけど、おめえがいねえとイベリコさん、プライドチキンのチキン野郎と俺を間違えて。
結局お前の都合な。入江はそんな弱い人間じゃねえ。俺がいなくなったぐらいで。なんだこいつら。制服、お代官高校の。
そういや、ホエイとかどこ行った？いねえな。まったあいつらなんか。
大変です。大観光のやつらに椿さんとホエイさんたちが。
行くぞ、ゲン。
はい。
あと、国と清と熊に連絡して。
へい。
それから三平、入江には絶対言うな。俺たちで何とかする。いいな。
はい。
本当に言うなよ。切れたら手つけらんねえ。案内よろ。
椿ちゃん、あなた椿ちゃん？俺はお代官高校の二枚舌さんよ。椿ちゃん、かわいい顔してな。入江の下であん言っちゃってんの？それとも言わしてんの？それにしてもあの入江が男好きとはびっくりだね。いやまあ
昔っから節操なさそうだったけどな。なんだと？そういえばどうしてんのかなと思ってたら、男に夢中だって情報が飛び込んできたわけよ。まあ楽しみにしてて、椿ちゃん。入江が来たら二人仲良くこのマグナム極太くん2号で行かせてやるからね。来ました。よし。おい、入江はどうした？
今歯医者行ってる。
なんだと？お前参考の吉宗じゃねえか。はははーい。入江んとこは男色一家か？お前伊賀さんのおもちゃだろうがよ。入江に蔵越えしたのかい？
おい、いい。言わせとけ。
入江を呼べ。俺はこの2年前にあいつにやられた顔の傷が未だにうずいてたまらねえんだよ。この償いをさせてやらねえと気が済みません。
あの頃は入江ぐれてたんだ。勘弁してやってくんねえか。
いやん。
もう更生してんだよ。今こんなことしてまた切れたらどうすんだ。手つけらんなくなるのお前もよく知ってんだろ。
俺はもう昔の俺じゃねえ。
そんじゃ昔の俺とはバイバイしろ。やるしかないっすか、二枚舌さん。できたら穏便に済ましてんだけど。
入江を呼べや。一番穏便にことが済むだろ。ドリンゴやりやがった。
まさか
三平。いや違うんすよ。俺じゃねえっす。見張りの奴らが話してたのをイベリコさんに聞かれて、俺じゃねえっす。
おいし、来たか入江。これからお前の彼氏よな。おい、
何した椿に、俺の仲間に何した？
いや、これからこの極太くんで猫のこうして
入江やばい。ゲン。はい。イベリコさん落ち着いてください。イベリコさん。入江落ち着け。やめろ入江。
リーダーのイベリコは切れたら手つけらんねえって話だぜ。
入江。
椿さん、今のうちに縄を。
大丈夫かホヘ。
早く逃げないと。椿さん。
入江。椿やめろ。来んな。やめろっちゅうの。ゲン注射。はい。
よっ。入江は
小屋の中に。
もう来なくていいよ。お前が嫌な思いすっから。
そんなことね。
俺お前のこと殴ろうとした。つか殴ったか。最低だろ。それすら定かじゃねえんだ。こんなんだもん。お前が逃げんの無理ねって。
入江。
でもお前がいなくなんの怖え。
俺もだって。俺は勝手に入江を強いやつだと思って自分ばっか惨めになってる気がしてた。自分のことばっかで情けねえよ、本当。お前は俺のこといっつもこんなに思ってくれてんのに。
おい椿、
そんな気分じゃね
そうじゃねえけど、お前口はって。椿、やばいわ俺、ほんと調子に乗るかんな。
え。いいって。もうお前とトゥギャザする。腹据えた。でも痛かったらちょっとやめてな。
え？
トゥギャザ、あ、覗き穴が。
大丈夫、ヨッシーとゲンは覗いたりしねえから入れんぞ。大丈夫、動くぞ。
ガムトゥゲ、なんだこれ。やば、気持ちいい。
椿、
ミシ
パキ。
え？まさか嘘。
お
あ
あ、びっくりした。
ほんとすまん。立て付けが
本当だよ。
今度はバッチリだからよ。
耐震しっかりしろよ。
この物語はゴミ拾い集団イベリコ豚の内部の物語である。
バッドロマンス。
イン。
豚どんぐり食べません。はーい、リサイクル家電無料受け渡し会場はこちらですよ。
ちょっとムバラクさん、3回目でしょ。ダメだよ、1人2回3品までって決まってるんだから。
いとこのチンコテレビの
チンコ？チンコさんっていうの？
吉宗さん、お客さんです。大観光のやつです。
入江には見えないようにしといて。
へい。自分大観光2年の増田と言います。突然すいません。この間二枚舌さんとやり合ってるのを見て惚れたっす。男前っす。そんでもし付き合ってる人とかいなかったら俺と付き合ってください。お願いします。
ごめんね、今付き合ってるやついるから無理だわ。
誰と？
ゲン、
なんすか？どうしたんすか？
おでつないで。
こいつと付き合ってる。ごめんな。
ああ、
カンパよろしくお願いします。活動シーンにカンパお願いします。
ちくしょうバカ野郎
吉宗さん。
いやさ、最近ストーカーされてんだよ。なんかいっつも気配あって、多分あいつ女と付き合ってるなんて言ったら女何されっかわかんねえだろ。
だからって人を出しに使わんでください。
ついお前が見えたからさ、お前みたいにガタイがいいの出てきたら諦めんじゃねえかなって。
さっきの目つき見ました？頑張りそうですよあいつ。
ま、お前なら何かあってもどうにかなんだろ。
まったく。よし、宗さん。今日のは不意打ち。もともと吉宗さんをそんな目で見てたわけじゃない。吉宗さんは初めて会った時からイベリコさんの喧嘩を止めてて、俺と組んだ今でもそんな感じで、カラッとしてるけどけなげで好きだ。また吉宗さんで抜いてしまった。吉宗さんの過去の噂を耳にしたのは豚ができてしばらくしてからで、初めに入学した三高工業でほぼ1年間ドロップアウトしていたとか、その時一緒にいた伊賀という男のおもちゃになっていたとか、そんなくだらない噂話。そしてその伊賀と 3P してる裏物があるって話。
マジで本物？
本物らしいよ。
おい、
俺の DVD。これ相当エグいぜ。貸して貸して。
没収。
あんなのほっとけ。
吉宗さんはそう言ったきりでそれ以上何も言わなかったけれど、少しずつ俺の心は横島になってった。ある日没収して壊したはずの USB が壊れてなくって、入っていたのはゲイの 3P 動画。これをもし吉宗さんがしてたかと思うと、その日初めて吉宗さんで抜いた。次の日はまともに顔が見れなかった。けど吉宗さんは何人か女と付き合ってたし、俺も幸い女が好きで、たまに上がる気持ちはポーカーフェイスでなんとかごまかせる。嘘を隠す類のゲームで負けたことはない。
おお、繁殖小屋新調されてんじゃん。
前より立て付けいいし、部屋ん中テレビあるし、超レベルアップしてっから。
入ろう。お邪魔します。
外もあと一人掛け用のソファーが入ったら完璧っすね。
ゲン、もっとこっち来いよ。
はい。
知ってるか、実は今もウォッチされてる。
え？
見てみろ、あっちの校舎。
うわ、ほんとだ。マスター怖っ。
だからそれっぽくしてくれよ。
はい。
お前前から思ってたけど肉厚だな。すげえ弾力、ハム見て。
柔道やってるやつってみんなこんな感じっすよ。
40-32÷2 は4の階乗が。
ストーカーマスターのおかげと言っていいのか何なのか複雑だ。つか全然読書に集中できん。ページはめくるが誤作動を起こしそうな下半身の制御にいっぱいいっぱいで、内容が頭に入らん。最終巻なのに。 吉宗さんは
18×3 割る6。
めっちゃゲームに集中してる。源氏なんだか悲しくなる。
吉宗さん、俺ら帰ります。
吉宗さんが源氏さんの胸に頭を預けて。
あれって一体。
お疲れ。
お疲れでした。
その後もストーカーマスター効果は続いた。吉宗さん、ゴミ箱の設置はここでいいですかね。いきなり抱きついてどうしたんすか。
マスターがいる。弦の背中って広いな。また覗いてやがる。弦、ポテト食べる？
どうしたのよし。病気？
ほら、弦。って。
しょうがないっすね。
最近吉宗さんと源氏さんがやたら気持ち悪いぐらい仲いいっす。なんかあったんすかね。怖いっす。
いや、これはあれだ。繁殖小屋の当番をやりすぎて伝染。
また一緒にソファーで二人っきり。
で、2つの会社にプラゴミ回収の見積もり出してもらったんですけど、どっちも一長一短で。
どれ？何いきなりくっついて。あいついる？
多分それっぽいことしろって言うと思って。さすがにポーカーフェイスは厳しくなってきた。最近距離感がわからなくなる。妙な距離で近づいていいと言われると、最近はあんたが悪魔に見える。頼むから今ある現実は厳格であってほしいと思う。でないと暴走しそうだ。そんじゃ。
お前、時間あるならうち寄れよ。
え？
最近部屋のカーテン開けるとたまに目が増田のオペラグラスに合う。
やばいんじゃないっすかそれ。
だからうち寄るほどできてますって見せときゃいいよ。イチャイチャしながらカーテン閉めてさ。
吉宗さん、なんか楽しんでないっすかそれ。
楽しむしかねえだろこんな状況。
お邪魔します。
荷物適当に置いて。ま、汚ねえ部屋だけど。
いや全然。ベッドの上に吉宗さんの生パンツが。
お、増田来た来た。源、来いって。
はい。
いかにもこれからやりますみたいな雰囲気でさ。俺カーテン閉めるからキスしろって。
は
あ？なんだよ、こないだの感じじゃお前そのくらいできんだろ。
いやだって。
ちょっとくっつきゃいいんだから、後でネタにすりゃいいじゃん。喜ぶぜ三平たちが。しろって。もういいって。 なあ、もしかして俺気づかなかったけど、今まで変なスイッチ押しちゃってた？
押しまくりですよ。もうどこ触って。
だってお前がそうだなんて思わねえだろ。全然そんな素振りねえし。お礼は払ってやるよ。このまま行く？それとも入れたい？
はい。
分かった。あんま見んなよ、恥ずかしいから。座ってろって。こんなところか。なんか言いたそうな。
いや、
ほら座れって。動くなよ。
吉宗さん。
ケツ使うの久しぶりだからゆっくりしてくれよ。
はい。
吉宗さん。
吉宗さんはいいんですか？
何が？
言ってないけど。
俺はいいって、そんな行かねえから。それよりほらカーテン開けろよ。いかにも超やった後って感じで。
吉宗さんはやっぱり悪魔でした。それは吉宗さんがまだ三幸工業に在籍していた頃。
初めは優しい。自分の居場所もわからない。諦めかけては楽しいことだけ引っ張り出して目を閉じる。だから新しい朝がそこに来てるのに目覚めようとしない。
ごめんごめん。待った？
いいよ別に。さ、俺いつまで伊賀さん家いていいの？
好きなだけいればいいよ。
マジで？
俺も一人なの寂しいから。
全然そんな風に見えねえじゃん。伊賀は雀荘で俺を拾った。
ほら、子供は帰る帰る。
四択さんに連れてこられたのに。ブー。
入り浸るなら金払ってけ。
まあいいじゃないですか。
よかないよ。こいつ家帰んないんだから参っちゃうよ。その上コーラただ飲みだよ。
どうしようもないおっさんばかりなのに伊賀は物腰が柔らかくて目立つ人とかじゃないけど
いっそ兄弟になろうか。
へえ。
最近新しい仕事始めたんだ。飯代もどうにかなるよ。
へえ。どんな仕事？俺も手伝うよ。
今度教えてやるな。
この人といると安心できる。
ユーマ、帰ってきてるの？ご飯くらい食べに帰りなさいよ。
ああ。
どこに泊まってるの？どっか迷惑。
ただいま。どうしたその顔。いきなり絡まれて喧嘩した。
まったく若いね。俺も呼んで欲しかったよ。今冷たいの入れてやるから。
コンビニ弁当の空箱にペットボトル、洗ってない食器。最近部屋が汚
い。どうした？
何も。伊賀さん、若い時やんちゃしてたんだってね。
どこで聞いた？
内緒。
大して暴れてないよ。ほら、飲みな。
ありがとう。変な味。
何？
うん。
お前、斉藤さんの炭見たことあるか？
炭って入れ墨？うん。
すっげえかっこいいぜ。今度見に行こう、炭屋。
伊賀さん入れんの？
お前も入れんだよ。なあ、お前炭入れろよ。肌白いんだから映えるよ。こんな怪我してきて痛くない？大丈夫？
なんだこの感覚。ふわっとする。
ユーマ？
うん、全然痛くねえ。ほんと。
そう。なあ、お前男とやったことある？
ないよ。
こないださ、初めて俺男とやったんだ。すっげえ気持ちよかった。
ほん。なんだ、頭がクラクラする。
お前が必要だよ。
そんな安っぽい言葉で俺は上がっていく。天まで。気がつくと伊賀はもういなくて、丸一日が飛んでた。俺はただ同じ場所にずっと座ってた。伊賀が女を連れ込んでいる時は部屋には帰れない。もう帰ったよな。ハイヒールまだいるんだ。どうしよ
う。ゆうちゃん、帰った？来て、はよ来て。
伊賀さん。
ゆうちゃん、早く裸になって。この人寝てもってあかんわ。ゆうちゃん、待ってたんよ。
離せ！
伊賀は死んでるように見えた。伊賀はしょっちゅう家を空けるようになった。留守の間俺は伊賀に指示された薬の袋詰めをしながら、ただ伊賀の帰りを待っていた。
こういうのにしてみたけど、どう？入れ墨のデザイン。
あ、うん。すげえかっこいい。
この大きさでお腹に入れると、掘るとき毛剃るけどいい？いつから墨入れる？15日以降なら1時とかできるけど。
まだ伊賀さん帰ってこなくて、相談してからでいいっすか？
いいよ。
どうも。なんだろう今の。なんだろう。
そっか、
デザインできたか。じゃあ予約入れなよ。寂しい思いさせてごめんな。こっちの仕事が片付いたら帰るから。
伊賀は栽培農業とかに手を出して一層留守がちになった。そして時々帰ってくると死んだように眠る。油汗をかいて垂れ流し、そしてまた出て行ったら出て行ったっきりで、金も底をつき、俺は日銭を稼ぐためにチラシ配りのバイトを始めた。
ユーマ、ご飯くらい食べに帰りなさいよ。
それでも俺は伊賀の帰りを待ち続けた。おかえり。伊賀さん。
長い間ごめんな。寂しかった。
うん。誰？
ウーさん、栽培農業のパートナ
ー。よろしくね。
どう？
いいね。
笑ってる伊賀が怖かった。伊賀が連れてきたウーという男も。
ちゃんとビデオ撮れてるか？
大丈夫。
こいつエロいな。ケツも締まってていい具合じゃないの。おい、伊賀、ほらもっと吸わせろ。
ほらユーマ。やだ。
伊賀とは数えるほどしかやってない。なのに決まってやり始めると何時間でもする。さすがにバカでも気づく。普通じゃない。
ユーマ、ユーマ。
その翌週、入れ墨を入れる日、伊賀は帰ってこず、俺は一人でスタジオに行った。
剃ってこなかったの？じゃあバスルームで剃ってきて。
はい。
大丈夫？伊賀さん、指名手配されたの知ってる？どうする？掘ってもいいけどお金払えるの？
だってデザインしてもらったし。
入れたくないならやめていいよ。自分で決めな。落ちてく素質のやつはどんどん落ちてく。気がついた時には足が洗えない。洗いたくても洗えない。まっとうなふりして前を見てもずっとそこに残ってる。それでも頑張ってまっとうに生きようとしてる人間は5万といるよ。
俺は
戻りな。君はこっち側の人間じゃない。ちゃんと日の当たるところに戻りな。
俺は
好きなだけいればいいよ。
俺は。
いっそ兄弟になろうか。ユーマ。
吉宗さん、吉宗さん。
寝てた。
大丈夫ですか？
何が？
いえ。
行くか。
はい。最近ますます悪魔吉宗さんが何考えてるのかわからん。ストーカー撃退に付き合ってお礼にまたがってくれたけど、そもそもお礼にまたがるってなんじゃそら。
ヒヒン。
吉宗さんはどうなんだ。いくらこっちがいきり立ってもその気がないやつとしようと思うか。俺だったら思わないけど。
そろそろ出荷できそうだな。
でも行かねえとか言ってたし。立ち悪いな、も
う。どうしたゲン？お前大丈夫か？頭痛えの？ん？
そんな心配げな顔で聞かれるとすんげえやる気になんだろうが。いや、大丈夫です。ちょっとすれば収まるっていうか。また寝てる。吉宗さん、吉宗さん、起きてください。先生が呼んでます。業者の人、挨拶に来てるから来いって。
分かったよ。
吉宗さん、俺思ったんすけど、付き合うとかありっすかね。
何が？
いや、俺と吉宗さ
ん。付き合っても今と大して変わらないと思うけど、週に 2,3 回会って飯食って遊ぶだろ。
みんなではそうですけど、映画とか。
お前、俺と映画見たいのか？
見てもいいと思いますけど、なんでそんな嫌な顔するんすか？
やるだけなら付き合う必要ねって。お前ゲイじゃないだろ。俺も神聖のゲイじゃないし、付き合ったりしたら本命の女できた時揉めったろ。めんどくせえだけだから。行こうぜ。
俺は確かにゲイじゃないかもしんないけど、じゃあなんでこないだあんなことしたんすか？断られるのは仕方ないっすけど、あん時の俺の状態分かってましたよね。吉宗さんはお礼で誰とでもあんなことするんすか？
俺にも選ぶ権利があんだろ。お前のこと嫌いじゃねえし、お前なんつうか流れっつうか、お前やりたそうだったし。頼むからそんな固いこと言うなって。どけよおい、先生呼んでんだろ。
やるだけならありってことですか？俺はやりたかったらやるってこと？
まあできる範囲なら。
今やりたいっつったら？
用事は済ましてからな。ああ、入江。ああ、業者さんとの打ち合わせ終わったとこで、もうちょい小屋借りていい？オーケーつかまつり。オーケーつかまつり。
なんか悔しいのに。
さーてとやっか。
ちょっと待て。
何？セーター脱がしてどうすんの？
いや、こないだみたいに入れるだけみたいなのはなし。大丈夫、うまくやれ。まずはボタンから。肌白い。夏も見たことないな。脱いでることないから。 多分間違いなくゲイだ。うんともすんとも言わない。ここどうかな。お
しつこい。そこばっか。
よかった。立ってる。
不干渉じゃなくてよかった。俺としてはやっぱり吉宗さんも気持ちよくなってくんないと困るっつうか、なってほしいと思うんすけど、やるだけだとかちょっと切ないっすから。だからどこがいいとかちょっと教えてもらえるとありがたいんすけど。
なの適当に。ちょい上。
大丈
夫。そこ指で押された。結構。お前そこ舌でつついたら。
ほんといかねえな。行きそうに見えんのに。くそ。言ったの？今言った？正義少ないけど。吉宗さん、吉宗さん。
どけってアーチ。
すんません。吉宗さん、付き合うとか。
ダメだっつってんだろ。お前意外にしつこいな。
体の相性は悪くないと思うんですけど。
やっぱお前はやるだけだ。
頑張ったのに。
チース。
どうも。
あれ、なんかこの小屋獣の匂いがする。
いつもするよ、いつもさ。
6の階乗は 1×2×3×4×5×6 って答えは720って。
俺はあれか、セフレとかいう
悪魔吉宗に見せられてしまった源氏の苦悩はまだまだ続くのであった。
ブヒ。
And because of that, I like physically was just feeling very anxious. Like, I don't know how like some people feel when they play hardcore. I wouldn't feel that anxious when I was in the moment, like soloing a boss. But I would feel extremely anxious just if I ever tabbed out or anything. Anyway. Hardcore, though, is more fun when you're bad at the game. Because it's, like, kind of thrilling. Hard Dark Keeper. Yeah, it must be by Anger. Don't see here. Do you know any good songs you can sing for us? I can't sing, but I know some songs that are very good. I know a lot of very good songs. I used to like, I don't know. How do you guys use music? I feel like I must have strange taste in music because I feel like anyone, I don't know. I think I just talk to people that are kind of elitist about music, though. So maybe my taste is not that. I feel like anytime I talk to anyone about music, everyone thinks I'm like mentally ill. I just listen to, I just get into different moods or feel like different things. And like I have listened to almost every genre of music except like really death metal-y hard stuff. But like, for example, I've listened to rock and roll music. I've listened to country music. I've listened to pop music. Sometimes I like pop music. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like R&B, whatever, soul music. I'm not a big fan of like jazz, actually, to be honest. But I've been a fan of almost every genre of music in many languages, too. Like, I've liked Spanish music, Russian music. Obviously, a lot of the music I listen to is in English. But I've also enjoyed music that is in French. There's some French songs I like. So I like a lot of different types of music. But also Asian music, Japanese music, Korean music. Throw that in there. Those who know. Yeah, I've listened to basically every type of music. I just get in different moods and listen to different things. But for some reason, I feel like there's always a type of music someone just hates and just goes, oh. Like even if someone says they really like death metal, screaming music, I'm just gonna say, oh, that's not for me. I'm not gonna tell them like, no, that's not good. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go, oh, death metal. There's something wrong with you. Country is gross though. I mean, that's exactly the point I'm making, and you're probably being ironic when you say that, but like, there's some good country songs, man. There's some pretty good ones. Ever get into that Britney? Dude, I think this is the reality of the world. There's a lot of people that refuse to admit that some pop songs are just catchy, man. You just gotta accept it. You gotta just accept there's some bangers out there, man. It's just reality. And we can all sit here and pretend that some of Britney Spears songs are not absolute bangers, but you know they are. You know it's the truth. You don't have to say it's a work of art. You don't have to listen to it all the time. But you gotta admit when some of Britney Spears songs come on, you gotta say, okay, this is pretty, this is a pretty catchy song.
Megan, why don't you never talk to me again?
You gotta just accept that. That is just the truth. What can you do? Alright, here we go. Just pull 2 because I got healers drinking a little bit. Dude, I swear there's a bunch of officers in that room. No, they're different bubblers, aren't they? Okay, we're pulling an officer pack because I'm paranoid. And I'm scared. Even though I believe there's officers in the end of the dungeon, I'm just mentally gonna enjoy the dungeon more if we do this right now. This is personal growth for me, guys. Normally, what I would have done is the entire dungeon, I would have been worried that we're not going to get another officer and I'm not going to complete my quest. But instead, I have made personal growth, and I'm asking the group if we can kill the pack just to make myself feel more sane. And you know what? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong sometimes with doing something a little bit potentially inefficient or suboptimal if it makes your sanity feel a little better. That's personal growth. What even is pop music anymore? There's no radio, no more MTV, people to listen to whatever. There's a lot of artists. I mean, I just go on Billboard Top. That's all I do. If I'm trying to figure out like what the kids are listening to, I just look up Billboard Top 100 or whatever it's called, Hot 100 or Top 100, and it just tells you like whatever the kids are listening to. Don't think I've innervated our healer a single time. The problem is his mana is always high. So what am I supposed to do? I only judge Simonized music taste. If you willingly listen to 16-bit Nintendo music all day, every day, you're cooked. So again, that's another thing. I personally, this you guys might find is weird. For some reason, I don't enjoy music that doesn't involve singing. I feel like a lot of people think that is a very strange thing. I don't know what you guys think of that. For some reason, that's probably such a Zoomer thing, brain rot thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't really enjoy music that doesn't have singing. Like, I don't enjoy just pure piano or just pure jazz or anything without classical music. If it has no singing in it, I actually don't like it. I used to listen to just instrumentals to songs because you didn't like the singing, yeah. You don't like techno then? I don't like techno or the stuff without the vocals, yeah. Like, I've heard Darude Sandstorm. But if you ask me to name another song like Darude Sandstorm that is not Darude Sandstorm, that doesn't have singing in it, I don't think I can. I could name a bunch of, like, electronic songs with singing that have been popular. Like, there's a song called, like, Faded, I think by Alan Walker, and there's a bunch of songs by like Alan Walker and Zed and I think David Guetta. I've heard like those songs that have like electronic stuff going on and then there's singing, but I don't think I could name another song that isn't Darude Sandstorm that doesn't have singing, that is like a electronic techno. I know there's a dude named Dead Mao, I think he makes electronic. I don't know any of his songs though. Techno songs are hard to name because of the lack of lyrics. Hard to find the name. I also just haven't heard much either. Like, I don't listen to much some electronic music. Like, okay, actually, I can name a lot of songs. My bad. I can name a lot of songs that are by Aphex Twin. But Aphex Twin, I listen to when I want to self-harm and give myself a headache. I would recommend, guys, if you ever are feeling down and want to feel worse, listen to Aphex Twin. Your head will start hurting. If you want to generate a headache, put on some Aphex Twin. I know a lot of people love Aphex Twin, by the way. I know a lot of people really love Aphex Twin. I know someone who really likes Aphex Twin. But yeah, I genuinely get a headache on command if I put on Aphex Twin. Like, my head just starts hurting. I genuinely, like, that's probably the closest thing when it... Obviously, everyone's entitled to their own taste. That is the closest thing that I just can't understand. Like, I don't have a problem if somebody says they listen to electronic music, but I might actually have a problem if they're trying to listen to it, like, in the car, and I am in the car. Like, genuinely, we might have a problem. I can listen to almost anything else, but if you put on, like, Aphex Twin, I am probably going to... My head is going to start hurting, and I'm going to think about asking if we can change the music. Even though I can listen to many types of music and like lots of type of music, that is the one thing that, like, genuinely, my head just starts hurting. My head is kind of hurting thinking about it. I'm gonna be honest. My head is currently hurting thinking about Aphex Twin. What can you do? Half your takes are Zoomer, the other half are Boomer. Yeah, I mean, the reality is, I'm one of those, like, I'm one of those Zoomers that had, like, large influence family-wise on, like, Boomer stuff. Like, for example, I used to watch a bunch of Boomer TV shows. Like, if you asked me what my favorite TV shows are, you guys would freak out. Probably my favorite TV show of all time would be, like, Columbo. Columbo, Murder, She Wrote. I really like Magnum PI, Dragnet, MacGyver. Like, it's literally pure Boomer, dude. Like, probably my favorite show that is, like, not... yeah, Seinfeld. I like Seinfeld. My favorite show that's not, like, 70,000 years old would maybe be, like, Monk. A show called Monk. Or I used to like a show called Mentalist a little bit. But, like, dude, nothing in, like, the past 15 years. You must have older parents. It's not even that my parents are, like, really old. It's just that they like the oldies. And so I would watch the oldies. And objectively, a lot of the oldie stuff is just good, dude. I hate to break it to you guys. A lot of the oldies stuff is just good. Like the Murder, She Wrote, Matlock, Ironside. These things are... Their shows are just good. Perry Mason. Perry Mason is insane. I love Perry Mason, dude. It's just good stuff. It's just good stuff. Monk is literally over 20 years old. Yeah, Monk is probably the most modern thing I can name of, like, a TV show I like. I guess I'll go back here. Having Columbo as a fave is crazy. Dude, Columbo is such a good show, dude. It just, like, I know some youngsters maybe can't watch it because it's black and white or whatever, but dude, Columbo is such a good show. It's so good. Dude, this guy, but he's pain suppressing me. It reduces my threat. Guys, that's the only reason I can't hold threat. I swear. I swear I'd be holding threat if he's not pain suppressing me. I would. Seinfeld is clean. Seinfeld is older than you. I don't actually think that's true. Seinfeld is over 40 years old. They buffed these legs, dude. That's a need roll. We'll be losing those to the rogue. Dude, I swear, I was really lucky when TBC pre-patch started. I didn't lose a single roll. I promise you guys, on TBC pre-patch, I won every single roll on everything. Where's Dark Keeper? Alright, we got the Dark Keeper, folks. Most shows nowadays suck, true. I also don't know. I feel really uncomfortable with a lot of the modern TV having all the sex scenes and stuff. Dude, it just makes me like, I can't watch Game of Thrones. I can't watch these shows, dude, that they're just banging all the time. I just can't do it. Like, I guess I can skip it. I usually skip it, but it's like, I just don't like it personally. See, NCIS is sick, dude. I love NCIS. The new version of Game of Thrones has no sex scenes. What's the point of watching it then? What is even the point? What is a relic coffer? I don't even know if it's worth going back to that thing. We did the relic coffer thing, but it's like, dude, if we double back, like, we're doubling back for a random necklace, and we have to run for so long. Folks, I hate to break it to you, I do not have enough mana to shift into bear. Little bark skin. Hurricane. For the Alliance. For the Horde. It's just to get the mats for fire as Libram. Okay. Well, at least I learned. Maybe at the end of the dungeon, I will backtrack in without telling my group and steal it. What do you guys think about that? Is that unethical? Maybe I'll kill myself and run back in for it. Yeah, I saw the Burning Essence things just now. This thing, Burning Essence, I see some quest rewards. So it makes sense that like you do it for a quest reward. Because the other items don't seem that big of a deal. Seinfeld started in 89, yeah, so I'm older than Seinfeld. Older in, yeah, 40 in 2018. So, but I'm, unfortunately, folks, we are late 40s now. It's just tough. I don't know if you can tell. This is the saddest thing. If you look at some of my clips from, like, older versions of Classic, dude, I look like I've aged so much. It's tough. I look like I'm 10 years older, and it's been like 5 years. It's not great. You literally look identical. That's not what I've been told. Especially if you go back to the early days, like the vanilla days, I look a spry. I look like a strapping spry, you know, full of life. The world has beaten me down. But TBC, I'm not gonna lie, after TBC, I'm probably gonna look younger. I think the Burning Crusade is gonna age me backwards. That is my opinion. Alright, guys, the whole cult thing, still rocking the pedo stash, huh? Well, I mean, I don't typically rock it. It's just I haven't shaved in a few days. I'm gonna shave soon. That makes you feel better. It's just been cold, and because it's really cold, I haven't been going outside. Because I haven't been going outside, I haven't had to shave. So it's pretty logical, you know. Pretty logical sequence of events there. Do you own a winter coat in Texas, or is it not worth it? I mean, I don't really have a winter coat, to be honest, but I kind of have a little bit. Like, this is kind of like my heaviest jacket. It's not that light, but it's not that. Yeah, whatever, man. It doesn't really get cold. It's cold like 2 days a year. And even now, it's not that cold. I say it's cold, it's 0 degrees Celsius. To a lot of you guys, 0 degrees Celsius is probably not cold. Obviously, you gotta say 0 degrees Celsius for the Europeans. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But it's 0 degrees Celsius, which to me is very cold. But to a lot of people is just not cold. Alright, got the head. Okay, Royal Rescue, Thunder Brew, Ribley. Looking good. Zero can be pretty cold. Hey, there you go. I don't know how windy it is. I don't know that I have the whole it's super windy or anything. I don't have that excuse. It's just that temperature. I don't think it's that windy. And I don't think it's that humid. So it's a warm 0 degrees. But it's a 0 degrees. But for people in Texas, it's bad. Everyone in Texas wears North Face gear when it's 40. Dude, I know that you guys are gonna like, that is how I am. I know you guys are gonna laugh at the people. Those of you that live in cold places that are like vampires and like don't need to wear warm clothing. It's just, what can we do, man? We're just cold. I don't know what to tell you, man. We're just cold. We're just cold. What can you do, man? You can't just change how your body reacts. It's just cold. But yeah, you sometimes see these I see these insane people. It is just very cold outside. And they're just walking around with no jacket, nothing. And it's genuinely like, what is wrong with you? Arena vendor has nothing. Where are these buds going? Something you get used to. I mean, hopefully I'd never get used to it. Hopefully I never have to live in the cold. Boom. Boom. All right, here we go. It depends on where you are in Texas, obviously. If you're on the coast of Texas, it is going to be humid. If you are not on the coast of Texas, it is less humid. That sounds real brain dead, but yeah. There is a very big difference between like living in Houston and living in like North Texas in terms of humidity. And again, that all sounds extremely obvious, but yeah. Share the Ribley quest. Make sure everybody's got it. Ribley's quiver. That's crazy. Can't believe that didn't drop. Alright, I'm gonna tell him need off spec if he wants. Alright. And we just lost another item, guys. I got the quiver though on a greed roll. North Texas is a lot colder right now. Well, oh yeah, but then the humidity. North Texas gets colder, but it's less humid. I would say, at least where I am right now, North Texas is definitely way colder though. Dark Iron Brewer has been pulled. We're killing Plugger. I'm from Norway. It's always cold. Love Norway. Never been there. Maybe I'll go there someday. A little barkskin hurricane, if you guys don't mind. Dude, the barkskin hurricane goes so hard. All right, healer has mana. He's pain supped me. Love that. What are your thoughts on post nerf TBC? I'm just confused. We're just honestly confused. Don't really understand the point. My opinion is that post nerf TBC was designed to be never current content, but to make it easier to catch up if you weren't playing when like you're a phase behind. So I just don't understand why they're releasing post nerf content as progression content when it was never intended that way. I just genuinely confused, unsure why they're doing that. Doesn't make any sense to me. It feels frustrating as someone who really loves TBC that the game is going to be so significantly changed from the game I really love. It's like, why? Why are we doing that? I thought the whole point of Classic was to play the game the way it was. Why are we... And I get making a change that, like, okay, dual spec, convenience. I get that. But massive raid nerfs is insane, bro. Like, I know people talk about no changes and stuff, but dude, do you understand? Do you understand how insane that is? The 25-man content is post-nerf because of the changes they did to Shaman and Lust. But how does that make sense? The Shaman changes make the game easier. Dual spec makes the game easier. Why do you need to nerf it? Easier content, more players playing, more cash flow. I mean, again, like, maybe it's possible Blizzard makes more money because of this, but man, that really sucks. It really sucks that the whole point of playing Classic is to re-experience the game, and then they make the game way easier, and, like, that just sucks. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It just really sucks. Yeah. You have two pump groups that got double or triple lusted. Yeah, but dual spec's in the game, man. Dual spec is in the game. It's going to make the game easier. And they're also made some other convenience changes that are going to make the game easier. Attunements are easier. Like, there's a few things that are easier in the game. I just feel like it would... The multiple lust stack in one group, average guilds are not doing. Common Joe guilds are not doing. The guilds that are struggling to clear pre-nerf content are probably not lust swapping very much. Boom. What can you do? Yeah. The original devs nerfs the raids, so this is the way it's supposed to be. But again, yeah, not when it was current content. That's the difference. Not when it's current content. There's a difference between nerfing something so it's easier to farm after the fact and the way it was originally intended when you played it as current content. Like, for example, retail, they intend for the raid to be harder at the start. Oh, here's the Anvil Rage. If you guys are ever wondering about that quest, 3 Anvil Rage officers right here. Stunful. Little frenzied regen there. Healed for 1.5k. Crazy. Remember Pre-nerf, Bill, Kilthos? They were insane. Also remember tanks getting one-shot randomly by Morogrim. But okay, you say it though like it's like bugged or like not balanced. But it just, they're all completely killable. All of those things you're describing, it's completely killable. It's just, it's actually challenging. But the problem is, again, like, you guys realize Wrath is harder, right? And maybe they feel more comfortable with Wrath being harder because they have normal. And bad players don't attempt heroic, I guess? Maybe? But, like, if you think TBC is hard, they should have nerfed Wrath more. Because Wrath is harder than TBC. And if you think TBC is too hard, they need to nerf Kata. They need to nerf Mop. Like, what are they doing releasing Mop right now? Mop is too hard. Mop, you know how much harder Mop is than TBC? Like, if you think TBC is too hard, I mean, you gotta give up, man. Give up on all the other expansions, because they are all way harder. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I understand that Blizzard is probably making a decision. Oh, he recalled his totems. Nice. I was about to tell him to move his totems. I understand Blizzard's probably just trying to make the decision they think is right. But man, it kind of sucks that they're taking the Burning Crusade game I know and love and changing it in such a profound way. Again, I said this before. Guys, I said this before, though. Why nerf it so hard? And the reason is these nerfs are not intended to make the boss a little bit easier. They're intended to make the boss a joke so that bad guilds can catch up. That's the problem. Even if they did a small nerf, it would at least feel like you're playing the game. These nerfs are insane. It's actually just pinata. It goes from being a challenging, engaging raid to just a pinata. It just straight up, I'm sorry, it just straight up is a pinata. It's just a straight pinata. What is the point, man? It's actually a pinata. Like, I'm telling you as a person, I am a person, a human being. I ran a guild, okay? I ran a guild in TBC. We struggled. I am probably one of the best people in the world to give you an insight into how the difficulty felt. Because I ran a guild. I made all the decisions. I was in a guild that struggled. I was in a guild that killed Vash, like, right before they were planning to nerf it. So I am in the exact guild you were talking about that struggled and had a hard time with it and almost disbanded in SSC. My guild almost disbanded in SSC. That is a true statement. We almost disbanded on Morogrim Tidewalker. This is all true things. So I am from the position of a guild that struggled. So I know it can be a struggle, and I know that some people could quit over it. I know that's all true. I still want pre-nerf, though. Because, dude, these people are... Can we kill... These packs are actually dangerous. I should have told them to focus the Arcanos Mist. They do so much damage. And our DPS are focusing the wrong thing. That's okay. Crazy. Yeah, but I get that they're trying to make the game easier for more people to beat, but it just sucks that this is classic, dude. That's not what we signed up for. TBC started forcing guilds to cut bad players who were fun people. Less social, more challenging. Okay, but what about Wrath the Lich King? What about Wrath the Lich King? Okay, so are we just not playing Wrath anymore? What about Mop? What about Kata? Do you guys realize that Wrath of the Lich King is 10 times harder than TBC? Wrath of the Lich King is 10 times harder than TBC. Heroic Lich King is literally 10 times harder than SSCTK. It is not even close, dude. It's not even in the same galaxy. I never ever felt in TBC like something was hard, too hard. I just felt like we sucked and needed to figure it out. In Wrath of the Lich King, Heroic Lich King is just hard. Heroic Putricide is just hard. These are hard fights. Even if you have good players, these are just hard fights. The game is just hard. It actually genuinely is hard. Straight up. It is just a hard game. TBC is not a hard game. Every boss that you wipe or die to, it's not because it's actually hard. Something's wrong. Right? Something's wrong. You know, you can consistently full clear SSCTK with most of the guild just doing the bare minimum of what is required. ICC actually requires your guild to be good. In SSCTK, you do not need to be good. You really don't. You just need everyone in your guild to be playing at like 60%, 50%. ICC felt like you needed everyone at 80%, or you're just done. Right? Like specifically a lot of mechanics that one player can screw up and wipe the entire raid. So you can't just carry a bunch of bad players in ICC anymore, because a couple mistakes, they kill everyone. Right? Like for example, Yogg Saron. If you're trying to do Yogg Saron, Yogg Zero hard mode, you just, I hate to break it to the news to you guys, if you have a couple bad players in the raid getting mind controlled, you just cannot kill the boss unless the rest of your guild is disgustingly insane. Early on into Old War, you cannot kill Yogg Saron if you have 2 DPS in your raid that are too dumb to not get mind controlled. So again, if we're gonna say TBC is too hard and we need to nerf it, why did they release Wrath? Why did they release Kata? Those games are harder. That's not true. 20 years ago, I carried kids with bad builds through ICC. 2 years ago, I carried them again. Okay, what, at 25% nerf? Months in? You still probably didn't kill Lich King if people are actively bad. I think that's just bait. I think after seeing all the expansions play out, they realize vanilla style content is attracting the most steady amount of players. Okay, but make that Classic Plus, bro. Why are we griefing TBC? Why are you advertising to me a year ago? A year and a half ago? Why did you get me excited and promise me that I was going to play TBC and then give me this? That's kind of messed up, dude. That's kind of messed up. I'm playing on anniversary servers. I'm looking forward to this game. You realize 2 years ago, I could have just gone on a private server. I was looking for the MC attune, but I always look in the wrong place. It's just, it sucks that like I got excited and was promised. I was promised TBC and I'm just not gonna get it. Like, doesn't that suck? Is that fair for me to feel like that really sucks? I was promised TBC and I'm not going to get it. I'm going to get a gutted, massively nerfed TBC. And they didn't tell me that 2 years ago when they hyped it, and they didn't say you're going back to Burning Crusade. But this time, the first 2 phases are going to be nerfed 70%. Like, dude, you guys need to look up the nerfs. Again, just look up the nerfs. Just look up the nerfs. I know some of you may be in the fence of like, it was too hard, yada, yada. Look up the nerfs, man. It's not 10%. It's not 5%. Dude, it is completely cooked what they did. Completely cooked. They gutted the raids. Completely. It's not small stuff. I have threat of 0 mobs. Typical bear player. What can you do? It's completely gutted. Like, a lot of the bosses are half as hard or more. It's not, I don't know what to tell you, man. If you think SSCTK was too hard, there's no way you think everything should have been cut in half or nerfed by 70%. So just, I would say that. If anyone who's in favor of the nerf raids, just look up how much they're nerfed. To be fair, TBC bosses had one mechanic most of the time. I mean, I'm not gonna, the game is fun. You got a couple mechanics per boss, but the mechanics are meaningful. Retail has a lot of meaningless mechanics.